Have you ever wondered why you can float like a feather in water but not in air? Why can you lie effortlessly on the surface of a pool but fall like a rock when you jump off a table? This simple question hides one of the most mind blowing truths about physics, density, and the invisible forces all around us. Let us dive deep into the science behind it. Literally, why we float in water. Over 2000 years ago, a genius named Archimedes discovered this principle. Any object, fully or partially submerged in a fluid, experiences an upward force equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. This upward force is called buoyant force. When you are in water, your body pushes water away. You displace it. The more water you displace, the greater the buoyant force that pushes up against gravity. If this upward buoyant force equals your weight, you float. If it is greater, you rise. If it is less, you sink. Your body's density matters. Density is equal to mass divided by volume. Water has a density of 1000 kg per meter cube. The average human body has a density slightly less than water, around 0.98 to 1.05 gram per centimeter cube. That's why some people float easily while others may struggle due to difference in body fat. Fat is less dense than muscle or bone, lung capacity, and muscle mass. When you take a deep breath, you increase your body's volume with air, you float better. What is much denser than air? Water is 800 times denser than air. This means water can provide a huge buoyant force, while air provides an almost negligible one. Why we don't float in air? Same rule but different medium. Archimedes principle still applies in air, but air is so thin and light that it does not provide enough buoyant force to lift a human. For example, a regular human body weighs 70 kg. To lift that in air using buoyancy, you had need to displace an enormous volume of air, which is only possible with something like a hot air balloon. Density difference is not in your favor. Human body density is 1000 kg per meter cube. Air density is 1.2 kg per meter cube. That means the air you displace is too light to balance or lift your weight. Gravity wins, so you fall. Why balloons float in air but you don't? Helium or hot air balloons are lighter than air, so they float. They displace heavier air, and that air pushes up on them just like water does to you. But your body is much heavier than the same volume of air, so no flotation. Mind blowing analogy. Imagine swimming in an invisible ocean all the time, that is air. But this ocean is so thin and light, it can't hold you up. Water, though, is thick, heavy, and full of push. That's why it cradles you like a liquid hammock. Water is much denser than air. It pushes you up more. Your body displaces water. You get buoyancy. Air is too light, no significant upward push. That's why we float in water but fall in the air. So the next time you will be floating in a pool or watching a balloon rise into the sky, remember it is not magic, it is physics. Invisible forces are working silently to push, pull, and balance everything around you.